Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys, and welcome back to another Spiritbox reaction. By popular demand, I picked one of the songs you guys told me I should check out to get a better understanding what the band's about, and that's Rule of Nines. Makes me think of Lord of the Rings, to be honest, right away with Asghouls, but we'll see what the song is about. I have, you guys kind of let me know there's a big evolution in the band that's happened, so I'm just excited to check out what it's all about. It definitely intrigued me in the last one. Those who are new to this channel, you'll see me kind of express myself a lot. I don't like to just bang my head and say nothing. You'll see me go through a kind of wave of emotions, and I can be critical. But it comes more from a place of how I feel and how I see the music rather than an outright criticism of the band. I think it makes it for an interesting reaction and to have an interesting conversation with you guys. Let's get into it and see what we got. It's such an interesting mix that they're doing this kind of this metalcore thing mixed in with her almost, I don't know, like this ambient pop or like electronic music that they're doing. I think it's such a nice mix, and she has this look about her. She has like a very unique beauty to her that I think really matches the band very, very well. So I'm right off the bat kind of enjoying this right away. I can't say it has the hooks in me, meaning like I need to re-listen to, I need to rewind it right now. It hasn't done that to me yet, but I'm really intrigued into what this is all about. Yeah, I'm pressing on this headphone because the guitar is in the left side, but it's very faint, which I think is a interesting song choice mixing wise, because I would feel like you would want this melody to be a little bit more at the forefront, to really so you can hear it, not so I have to like press up against my ear to hear it. Musically, so far the only thing that's really grabbing me is the drums. I think the drums are really nice. I like the sound production, but the song again hasn't really captured me. It's like there's an intrigue and a respect for what it is, but I'm not sure this band will be totally my jam into something that I enjoy, at least at the very moment. Because I've had many moments where you turn on a band and you're not ready for it. Your mind is somewhere else, or you want to listen to something else, and you come back to it like 6 months later. It's like, holy shit, this is really good. And sometimes you never come back to it, or sometimes it just instantly clicks with you, right? There's different ways of this happening.
Down in the
I like her vocals, both clean and harsh. I think she does a really nice job. Musically, there's like it on the surface, it seems like a simple song, but there's a nice layering of bass, guitar. I wish which I heard better guitar and drums that it doesn't do exactly the same thing. Kind of it pivots and shifts and feels a little bit flowier um, than it first initially seems. So I think there's enough complexity and it's nice and short and sweet kind of song. It doesn't overstay its welcome. I think it has all the elements, but it's like I think I figured out why I always like complain about a lot of different music or something doesn't really connect with me. Is I predominantly come from a thrash background. I really love thrash music, and what I've always loved about thrash music that I think is quite unique to the genre is its focus on the amount of riffs that they are like especially classic albums like Rust in Peace, Metallica's albums like Master of Puppets, like all the testaments. The testament is really good at that. Is that they have various amounts of riffs which are usually very addictive or very cool, for the lack of the better word. And when you come to genre, sometimes like deathcore, even metalcore, then like death metal, they tend to not to have the same level of hook in their music, and it sometimes can be a little bit more to digest the music, and so which is why it takes me longer. Uh, and I think subconsciously I keep looking for that in this kind of music, where I think the objective is a little bit different. It would disturb the flow of music, but it doesn't stop me from just saying that. Well, it didn't sink its teeth in me. I do like this more than the first song, actually, a lot more. There's a lot for me to like here. Not to mention, I like the cover from Quicksand. I think that looks really nice. But that's kind of how I feel about the music, then kind of my expectations for it, uh, and the likes and then not so much likes. Meaning, like I think the song structure, it just for me it misses that moment where it's like I want to hear this again because this was an unforgettable moment. Even in talking about metalcore, a band I kind of came back to recently again to really dive deeper than I did before is As I Lay Dying, with all the craziness that this guy obviously has went through. Their initial things like Empty Hearts. I love that song, and Within Destruction. I like the constant changing of riffs and these like cool moments that sometimes don't repeat or they build upon, that I think are really really cool. Where here you don't hear that as much because it's almost like a techno song. It has this even keel that it stays with, and it like peaks up a little bit and then kind of drops down. But that's my feeling overall. Let me know if you guys disagree with me. We can have an interesting conversation. If you feel maybe the same way, and the reason why you particularly like this band, or if you don't like it, because there's people on this channel that kind of express that they're indifferent about Spiritbox. Why? Why are you indifferent particularly? Because I've explained my side. And guys, make sure to enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and most of all, keep it metal.